Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Wide Bay region of Queensland, Australia. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a project that I want to create for Colour Inspiration Challenge number 144. We've been given these beautiful, bright, cheerful colours. 3 new ones, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly and Azure Afternoon. We have Crushed Curry, which is in our Regals colour family, and Parakeet Party, which belongs to our 22 to 24 in colours. All right, so that's what we're doing. So I've grabbed those ink pads here. And I want to do some stamping on a sheet of A4, similar to what the lovely Ruth Trice does. So I'm channeling my inner Ruth for this challenge. So what I'll need is a sheet of basic white cardstock. And what I plan to do is create 4 cards. And to help me do this, I'm actually going to put a score line down the center. Where are we? 10.5. And also across at whatever that is, 14.9 or 14.85. Close enough. Okay. One thing you need to be aware of though, if you do use score lines, that if you do 2nd and 3rd generation stamping, if you stamp over those score lines, the ink won't be taken up from your stamp. So if you use if you stamp it and then go again in 2nd generation or even 3rd generation, you will have a darker mark where that score line was from your original stamping, if you understand that. Okay, so for this I have grabbed out quite a few different stamp sets, because ideally you need 2 or 3 sized flowers. You need a couple of different foliage images and dottage, and maybe some a little bit of texture is what I'm trying to say. So I've grabbed these. I've grabbed Textured Floral, and I would love to use this large flower and possibly this beautiful leafy foliage image here. Now the stamps in this are actually larger than what they appear on the cover, so just be mindful of that. I've also grabbed Artistically inked for this little leaf image here, watercolor image here. And once again, these images are smaller than what the actual stamps are. I've grabbed Two-Tone Flora. Now, you could actually use these flower images if you wanted to, but for this stamping, I want to use this quartet of little flowers here and these cute little guys here. I'm not sure whether you can see those, but those little cute little ones in there. I've grabbed this for this little floral image here. Queen Bee, now this is available in our online exclusives as a photopolymer stamp, I believe. No, it might be red rubber, I'm not sure, I'll have to check. But anyway, I'm going to be using the grungy type here, this lovely grungy typed image. And Quiet Meadow, we all love Quiet Meadow for this kind of stamping. I want to use the dottage in here. Now you could, if you don't have Queen Bee, another alternative would be to use the typed image in Quiet Meadow, either or. I just find this is easier for me to keep straight, like to line up straight, and it doesn't look so wonky. This is just a little bit longer, wider, and it just, yeah, it's a little bit more noticeable if you don't get your stamping straight. Okay, so I have those, and I've got all my stamps set up on my blocks. So I've got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 different floral images. I'm not sure whether I'll use all them. I definitely want to use this guy. Now he's out of the Textured Floral set. This, oh, that's the flower center, which belongs to him. The leaf, that's the leaf out of Artistically inked, and then you've got the grungy type out of Queen Bee, and then the dottage out of Quiet Meadow. Okay, so let's get started. I usually begin with my strongest color for my flowers, and because I have in my mind I'm going to cut down the center and across the middle, I think I'm going to group my flowers in the center here, and you need to line them up nice and snug in close. Oh, what I do need though, guys, before I start, is my mats, my pierce mats, Stampin' Pierce mats, because we are using photopolymer and they don't have a cushion. It's a good idea to use your piercing mats. All right, so okay, what I might do is I might go across here first. So nice and bring them in nice and tight. Ideally, you don't really want any spaces, and these fit really well together. I can see that they really fit well together. And then Stampin' Up did a great job designing these stamps. They just snuggle up together really well. All right, so there's our larger flowers. What I would like to do now is maybe add some foliage. Oh, whoops, I'm dropping everything here. And because we've only got one green in this little group of colors, I think what I might do is I might actually grab Bubble Bath, which is a newie, and stamp some foliage in Bubble Bath. Okay, and once again, I've got my mats there. I'm just going to work that ink into my stamp pad because it's new and it's juicy, and I'm using photopolymer stamps, and I just need them to work well because I'm videoing. All right, so again, tuck them in really close. Your foliage is stamped to bring attention to your flowers. But this is just our first our first lot, so I don't know whether, yeah. Okay, so there's our first lot of foliage. The next thing I'd like to do is add some of the middle-sized flowers, like just go up a size in your flower, and I think I'm going to use the lovely lemon lolly. And now we're going to move across our page and down our page. Love this, it's such a pretty bright color. Don't forget to turn your stamps. And I like to group my flowers in at least groups of 3. And we'll do another group. Okay. Now to finish those off, what I might do is just add the centers. Remembering just to turn your stamp, twist it so we're not looking at the same direction. Okay, so there's that. Excuse me as I reach across the camera. The next thing I want to do is maybe go in with some green leaves now. And for that we're using Parakeet Party. And I'm going to fill in all these spaces that I've got happening here. I'm going to stamp over the top. Doing 2nd and 3rd generation stamping because that adds a little bit of dimension. Oh, this way. Might just I've got a we will add some of these up here. It's amazing what a few leaves can do to those beautiful flowers. Just fill in these gaps in here with a few leaves. Don't be afraid to go over what you've stamped. Okay, I'm not just... All right, okay, I think I'm happy. Now, I just want to explain that by stamping the centers again with crushed curry of these lemon lolly flowers, it's actually brought that that color. It spread that color through the whole page, so your eyes aren't automatically drawn to the group of flowers in the center there. Okay, now what I'd like to do now, and because Azure Afternoon is quite a strong color, I wanted to just put a few of these cute little flowers, and don't be shocked by how these look when you first stamp, because this color will settle down. Now what I'm going to do is have a look and find any gaps that I've got happening between the floral images and any foliage that I've got. And I've got a one, and I'm doing, might actually do all right, and I want to pull that beautiful color through the whole page. There. I might just pull this over to this side so I'm not reaching across. Okay. Let me, might just put some in here. Fill in that spot there. Okay. Up here. Okay, let me see. Oh. I'll just turn this around and go this way. So it really doesn't matter that if your stamping's not perfect, because we can rectify that with the next lot of stamping that I do. All right, I really want some blue down this way so that and maybe down here, maybe here. And always remember that you can go back. Oh, I don't really know what I'm doing here. You can go back. Once it's cut, you can go back and add more stamping once it's finished. All right. So I'm just trying to figure out. Now I need to pull that blue. Oh no, I'll leave that. Oh, leave that blue open for a little bit more. Now, okay, what am I doing? This is where we need to be really careful. I'll put my mats over there so that, and I need to get a scrap piece of paper because I'm going to use, because this is such a strong color, and I'll show you. All right, we know that this can, that it is a strong color. It's like almost in your face. Because I only want this to be like a teeny tiny hint. All right, so we've got first, second, third, and I'm almost wanting fourth generation. And all I'm going to do here is add this over what I've already done. And that pulls that color through. Just a hint. All right, we only want a hint because it really is a really strong color. And that just helps pull that blue, the azure, through the rest of your image. Okay. Oh, my it's a little bit stronger there, but that's okay. What else do I need? Have I got, that might be enough. I think that might be enough. Just really light down here. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, that's a bit strong, but that's okay. All good. All right. I really would like to colour in those centres. So I think what I might do, I've got this flower. This is the little quartet flower out of, two-tone flora. So I think what I might do is go in with second generation to begin with and just add a tiny hint of colour. Into the background there. Because I really don't like that stark white that's happening. Okie doke, I'm happy with that now. I have got stamps and ink pads and everything going on here. All right, last but not least, I am going to add some dottage, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to bring in the crushed curry again for that. And the idea of this is to disguise any mistakes, cover up any spaces, fill in any gaps, let's turn it around and go this way. Just turn it around. Okay, I think that's it. There we go. Now that's it. I think we're done. Okay. So there's our stamping. Let me see if I can find my template sheet and I'll show you. All right, this is just a piece of vellum that I've drawn on with a Sharpie. So I'll cut it up into 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you've got these white spaces that allow you to add a greeting on your label if you so wish, or you can just leave it. Sometimes if it's really busy, I just leave it blank and write on the inside. Okay, so there's our stamping. I will turn it around so it's in screen proper. All right, let me turn these around so that you can see what they are. Okay, crushed curry, lemon lolly, parakeet party, azure afternoon, and bubble bath. That's what we've got. I'll go over the stamp sets again. In order of use. Textured floral, we've used the large flower here, and we've used this foliage stamp here, and we've stamped that in crushed curry, and we've done that in the bubble bath. Artistically inked, I've used the little leaf here, the single leaf here. Sending smiles, this floral image here, and then the flower center. Two-tone flora, I've used this guy here and that was just to add a little bit of color to the centers of the flowers, because I didn't want them naked white, based with the white coming through. And then I've also used the tiny little group here that look like baby tulips, or if you stamp them up the other way, they could be jonquils or something. Quiet Meadow, the dottage stamp, my favorite at the moment. My favorite used to be in Forever Fern, but unfortunately that has now left us. And Queen Bee, I've used this grungy type. And once again, if you don't have Queen Bee and you do have Quiet Meadow, this guy here would be a great substitute, but I just find it harder to keep it straight. Okay. All right, so I will make these up into cards, at least one card, to show you how I will make it up. And if you are inspired by what I have shown you, please join us. Where's my piece of paper with my... I've got so much going on over here on my desk. Okay, Color Inspiration Challenge 144. It's a group over on Facebook. You will need to join and answer the security questions if you aren't already in the group. The design team set up an album where you can go and look for inspiration. We have lots of lovely ladies and a gent. We've got Brenton. Brenton's our token fella in our group. And yeah, if we have lots of lovely inspiration there for everyone to have a look at. All right, so that's it from me. Thank you very much for your company. It's been absolutely wonderful. This video is pre-recorded, and I do struggle with pre-recorded videos. I tend to waffle a bit, and it is a challenge. It's a different challenge. But anyway, that's it from me. Bye for now, and I hope you can join us over on Colour Inspirations. Thank you. Bye.